It's about people. It's about issues. It's about us. VW Conversations. Usahang katungod, usahang kinahanglanon. Pag-iristorya ita ang kinahanglan pag-iristorya. VW Conversations.
Maupay nga oras sa aton nga tanan. Thank God it's Friday.
Naman.
So parang weekender na. So what are your plans para yan ang weekend? Sana
It's brown out tomorrow. May interruption.
Brown out, no? So pero ayaw mong gagyan mo kitahin paglinaranghin, paglinalaag, kundi rin importante talaga tatuyo. Dara kay nagpapabilin lagi hapon itong tarhughan COVID-19 pandemic, habugos nga nasod, habugos nga kalibutan, especially so nga giikmati kita yan na din di ba? Dara kay damo itong mga nagpapakuli, and from time to time may ginpapagawas nga mga resultahan, mga tests, parang pigil hininga talaga kita kung
ano pa?
It's a fake Friday.
It's a fake
two shades of fake
Friday.
Old rose at saka baby pink. Old rose.
Oh my God.
Diba?
Pero parang mapabit adlaw gawas.
Medyo arum-arum hintala, pero nagawa si Gadi Mr.
Pero
Sun.
sa totoo lang, hanhadi wag ririniklam mo kita kasi di papasuit. Pero sa totoo lang nauran nga ni
ang sarap ng feeling.
Ang sarap, pero pag lumalabas ka and the ground is wet,
medyo wala talagang tulak kabigin.
Ano
diba?
pa?
So,
anyway,
at least, salamat binalik ang kuryente kakulapin araw-aga.
Earlier.
Diba? Earlier than expected.
Pero maram ka, itong nga mga sugalit nga nahinanap mo, na-sprout in mga waray plano.
Waray plano nga, papalipas oras lang para kuntahin nga turon.
Thinking nga yung interruption was going to, last for
overnight, naman sana.
Di rin naman kasi parang may hinatag man nga
information naman 10 o'clock daw.
Yung target restoration time is 10. So may nakuntahan nagpapalipas.
Lipas oras.
Ano yan? Full? Is it a full?
I guess tonight ada.
Kaya maybe it's raining. As August. Pero kagabi ang ganda.
So magbuwon watching na dama unina. What's this? Ang tawag time lapse.
Ang ganda dito.
Yeah, dito by Boulevard. So, I'll bring my
But just make sure you won't stay beyond 8 o'clock.
Oo naman.
Stay out beyond 8 o'clock.
Baka kasi naman akala nyo nga curfew na-lift na. Sorry po, may muntik masampulan kagabi. Muntik or nasampulan. Siguro, parang never again daw. So, curfew is real.
Ayun.
Sabi,
Asya, kay nananagya. Eto nga ni Manny, may nadadamang gimbag o didahan yung omnibus guidelines for areas under community quarantine. Nga, di ba, last week igintugot na nga yung mga minors, that's yung people below 21 years old, and then yung elders 60 up, pwede na silang makalabas in places under a modified general quarantine. Pero kahapon, binaliktad na naman yun. Hindi na naman pwede. Hindi pwede. So yung mga 60 years old and up, at saka below 21 years old, sorry, but you have to stay at home. Puwera na la, kung importante nga iyo magburhato.
Kanta na lang ka mo, hindi tayo pwede.
Yun. Talagang hindi pwede.
Igintuyang pero gimbawi ngahaw. Hindi tayo pwede.
Atras, laban bawi. Atras, abante.
So parang medyo, asya na nga medyo nalilipong na itong katawuhan.
Ano pa?
Dara kay, I for one would see na ang dami ng mga bagets nga who would do jogging, walking dinhi Boulevard, sugod man dito Borongan Airport, nga grupo-grupo talaga yung kabataan, parang they're enjoying the freedom. Pero yan na, binawi na naman mga kasangkayan,
Binabawi.
mga lagets-chi,
Binabawi.
stay at home.
Stay at home. But may na naman itong daman niyo, you can do your exercise naman. Diba, di may kinahanglan nga paharayo ka, di pa kinahanglan makatapunta Maria.
Hindi man kinahanglan irindig.
Yeah, you can, kung ungod-ungod ka, kung seryoso ka itong imong exercise, pwede paglugaringan, dahit iunatad, or warangan ni iunatad, ada di dahit iyo ruwang, pwede ma ito. You can stretch.
O may mga stationary exercises.
Yes, precisely.
Diba?
So, let this not be an excuse nga masang, di kami nakakapag-exercise, darakay, di pwede gumawas. Dili asya, kay if there's a will, there's a way. Asyan, permit aton sinisarin. Bisan pa himani na huhubogin ura-ura, kay may niya trabaho, kinaagahan, nabuhat talaga ito.
Kaya nga, I love Fridays. Kasi last day. last day nga para
last day for working.
Kinahanglan gumisingin agap.
Oy,
Okay.
wait. Eto may kita nag-schedule nga power interruption. This is an NGCP scheduled interruption. Buwas na? June 6,
Saturday.
yes. June 6, from 6 in the morning until 6 in... Ginoo ko.
6 to
Himpaso.
6,
Correction in cross arms, armoring of conductors, replacement of conductor clamps and connectors, correction of structure, guying, and correction of low vertical clearances. Again, kanan NGCP ini, National Grid Corporation. Affected areas is Paranas to Borongan to Kinapundan, 6 to 9 kV. Line. Okay? So, pagtirok na kamhin tubig, kung yung may motor, pagtirok na kamhin tubig, itong iba, yana na kang paglaba, kung waray man lang yung pagbubuhatan, di ba? Paglaba na kamo yan, itong iyo mga buruhatan nga kinahanglan hing kuryente. Pabirik na kamo yan yung electric fan.
Ano pa?
Totoo pa. Maupay ka nugit bulan, pero kadimit nakakapabirik it electric fan, hindi pa paso ilang gihap. So balita maupay nala ka binalik kagab ilargoan, serbisyo elektrisidad. Oy, good morning, Brother Neil Konghe.
Yes.
Kwanin hiya yan na, on break for one day.
Oh, okay.
Hello ngan kan imo mama. I hope you enjoy ito imo ini.
Be a son again.
Naman.
Oo, di ba? Siring paniya. And kumusta naman kang Brother Jehan? Medyo hindi maadlaw yan baka naman, pwede ka gumawa. Sige, adlaw kayo mag-itom. Nagawasin, mahudlom na. Anyway, happy birthday kan Ma'am Jella Icolico, College of Education, ESSU. Happy birthday, Ma'am Je. Enjoy your day. And nga tanan ito mga nagsasalin urog ito nila kaadlawan niya. Since it's a Friday, tapos ang Sunday, wala mga BW conversations, gusto ko na lang i-greet. Itakumangkon, Paulo Arago.
Hi, Pao.
Happy birthday. And yes.
Nga siya di, bisang kumangin, I don't know her personally, but tikang pahanunag din susundan ko talaga in Margie Holmes.
Of course, sa aking paborito.
Everyone's favorite, Dr. Margie Holmes, no? Tikang painhan una. The first books.
Oo. My God, I purchased the 3 books.
The what?
Basta yung the first hanggang third book.
The first books. Makalilisan title pala.
Talaga. Margie Holmes.
Huwag natin i-mention dito.
Oo naman, hindi pwede. Hindi pwede.
Hindi pwede.
At saka, Baby Colico Norumbaba, happy birthday on Sunday. Of course. Yes. Tanan mga nagbe-birthdays. Okay. So, mayroon natin mga i-greet ng ating mga media partners ang VW Media Network. Nestor Almaite. Kumusta,
hello,
my
Nestor.
friend?
It's been years.
Para
sulat itiya at hakuan.
Asing harayo.
Europa. Bikit nagkikirita.
Jessie Coles, Marvin Rosales, Asteria Gayo, Razel Anacta, Ronilyn Agiflor, Ari Lloyd Rosales, Arlu and Rizalay, Marlene Dadulia, and Edgar Cabos. Asteria Gayo.
Thank you very much for being a part of our family. Diba?
Okay, yes, of course. So, sana dumamo pa kamo.
Oo naman.
And we need all the help that we can get.
Yes, and eto, it's still time to help, ha?
Oo.
Time to help hiton aton mga kabugtuan nga nabiktimahan bagyo ambo. I remember, Manny, the last time I think that was last week nga naka-istorya natin ni Mayor Versring niya. Actually, yung aabatan talaga itiya. Yung saling pa niya 1 month after Hanbagyo. Kasi asyanay itong panahon nga naghihinay-hinay nahin pag-udeng, iton pag-abutin bulig, no? Especially yung food, takay saling pa maniya. Di pa mangguit, nagtitikang pala iton pagbangon. Diba? Kasi yung mga first days, you're concerned iton pagtuhayan imo balay kay importante magad iton sa sirungan tapos di mat makuriman kay damo magad anabulig may mga nagdudulong yung pagkaon etc etc tapos pagtitika iha naghihinay-hinay so it's still time to help
ang pagkato naman nagdidrungan talaga ang different groups yung mga private individuals mga grupong ginporma para makabulig. Dito hay Papa, damo ang grupo nga nahatag. So, pamilya, napila, and all. Tas, anaman focus man ang children. Tapos, di dan interview na nga ni, asya na siringan na sa ginang tagbalay nga, yan na, di pa it na maabaton kasi damo pa. Nagahatag. Pero itong masunod nga mga bulan, asya na it na maaabatan itong kamakurit ang kinabuhi. Especially so, nga ito nira mga farmlands na binaha, ang mga kalubian.
Siguro lapokit nila, di ba? Yan, you have to remove that.
True. Tsaka paano makakapagtikang ngahaw? So, ganun eh. Mupay kung, yan pala, makakapagtanom na, and after a few weeks, may ada na utan.
Kung utan, it would take you about, it pinakamadagnit, a month or so.
Yeah, 3 weeks.
Pakingin waray nim bugas. Makuri madaman. Wara bandaman nim kamuti.
Di mait nim pwede tipiron. Iti ginahatag kay kinahanglan mang good. You need to eat every day.
Yes,
so sana hapag kaya na kung may ada pa natin sa dang nga may bubulig, that is most welcome. Diri porke nga maser nga human ang bagyo, nakapaghatag na kita. If we could encourage other people to form groups again and pitch in para hito na mga bulig.
Kasi manigin ko ani mo gin. May dama ginahanaan natin may spacing ba?
Sana.
Kasi kuan talaga nga asya yung initial nga action hitong tao nga tibulig immediately after which is tama no. Iton iba naman ko nga tisurunod. Kasi sen pangalan nimo natitirok it buga so they have enough to tie them over for like a week or two. So parang iton mga masunod naman, di ba? Siguro may ada pa yun sana mga after a month may ada pa makadto kasi that's the time nga saring pa ni Mayor makita ka talaga hitong kamakuri hitong kinabuhi.
Exactly. Yan na. Tirap concern lang talaga initially yun nga pag malakaaya dito niya mga panimalay.
Temporary nga.
Imagine may mga naokoy ditahan nila romantulay. Diba? Kasi talagang totally hibang ito niya mga panimalay. So okay yun. Okay ka naman nga di rin naman masiring kita nga yung pagkaon la perme. Pero it's also a primary need.
Especially diba? Pag may bata ka sa family.
Yun nga. Tapos maraming di ka makagios kasi napiit mang kamuhan ang sitwasyon. Pero yun nga, ang tanong is how do we sustain ini nga bulig naton haira?
At least
guti-guti ila.
At least nga dahil bangon kasi sa ring pangani it nahipapakulob namamadpad tapos dana it napabulig it pagbubuhat no. You know, kita maram these people kay hiara inhira iton kakurian, hiara inhira nga naiguton kalamidad. We're very sure makakabangon inhira. Pero yan na, pero dakag kasi ang damage. Yeah. So they need all the help they can get.
Kinita talaga natin from Sanpuli, Artiche, Hipapad, itong kagrabe ang distrosohan ambok. Hindi na ito bang lagi hapon nira, ito natin pareho nga krisis, itong COVID-19, di ba? So, makaradlok. Isa nga niya itong district supervisor ng DepEd, nahinga oro talaga hiya. Pero kay parang patong-patong na daw ito nira, to think mag-a-abrate itong klase, tas yung physical setup, hanira mga eskwelahan, inhibang hiyapon. So, paano nila ini nga itong mga kabataan? So, time to help, and the time is now, and sana idiri natin iudong gihapon. And nagpapasalamat kita ito nga nagpadara ito nira mga goods nga mga used clothing tikang haradyo nating giwan nga kakulap may nag-deliver and sugad man ito mga private individuals nga talagang voluntarily, out of charity, out of their generosity, nagpadara ito nila mga tambulik.
Yes, so
Salamat
siguro
na
one of the, kuhaan ta yung list natin of
Yes.
those who nakiusaha atin because we had this.
Kasi we're still having our third wave hiton ano yun.
That's a time to help, time to share, time to listen,
Yes.
time to listen to the
Time to
stories.
listen.
No, that actually asya niton aton una nga katuyuanan niton pagkakadto pamati hiton ira istorya kay most of them mani are raring to
Express
tell their
themselves.
stories,
Oo,
no? And they need some people to listen to them. Asya,
Para
I think para ira very important in it.
Oo,
Very
kasi
important.
ano yan, unburdening of
Yes.
the pain of the sacrifice nga yara ginagian, no? So parang at least nakakabulig naman laki tahit pagpahangaw nira iton ira mga inabat nga padayon nga inaabat iton sitwasyon nga makuri kapag kaya.
All right. And later, I hope we will be having Attorney Bebot with us. We will be talking about this, I think it has not been signed yet, although it's already,
Parang as sure
andun na
as
yun.
the sunlight na.
Pinadala na yun because it has been, kasi I think, ang gimbuhatin the Senate version was adopted by the House para wala na siyang bicameral conference committee. And then, kasi it was certified as urgent, parang yung pwede siyang ma-approve on second and third reading on the same day.
Anong connection ng urgency ng anti-terror
Hindi
bill
natin
with the
alam.
COVID-19 pandemic?
Hindi natin
Is it
alam.
going to help in any way?
Meron din,
Makakabulig ba itiya?
meron namang isa yung bayanihan to, ano nga balaod yan na, bayanihan to heal.
As
diba?
one?
And, kasi maglalaps na siya, the law. And may ada hini, isa naman nga balaod nga, bayanihan to, ano naman ini, whatever. Because bayanihan to, kasi may emergency powers ng president, no, under the bayanihan to heal. May ada naman iniisa nga, parang nasunod naman, kumbaga, sequel nga balaod.
Ay,
But,
parang Star Wars.
kasi parang dito, sa under the Bayanihan to Heal Act, tinaganin ang presidentihin mga puder nga damo. Una na amo ang panhataghan cash assistance nga daan mga nagkikinahanglan. Now, mahuhuman naman ma-expire na itong balaod. Tapos yung sequel, waray ka-approve because nag-adjourn na ang Congress and they will resume niyan hiton July no, for the State of the Nation address iton President. So nasa ring iton aton mga magbabalaod nga the emergency powers of the President will end once the Bayanihan Law expires kasi 1 month lang yun. So parang wala na naman yata yung ipamimigay unless
talaga namang nawara na ipamimigay, di ba nagalutagahin na gidakuy nga pondo para hininga social amelioration project nga 2 months duha ka beses nga tatagan. Pagkatapos di syempre nagbaguan natin quarantine measures. Takay ang ECQ man laan dapat matatagan takayan second month damo itong mga lugar nga naka-under GCQ na. So, di rin na qualified. So, nahingayin may niya na itong pondo, dapat nga ipanahatag para ni ikaduha kabulan. Kapisan din niya ito na Eastern Summer, Abril la natagan nga, giaari nga sahi pa ang damo nga mga tao nga supposedly deserving hira ito nga social amelioration nga pondo, pero oray man hira pa karawan. How much more yan naglaho ng parang bula yung pondo para sa ikaduha ka bulan. Nahingayin may tiyana. Asya itit pakiana. Yana terorista na ak. Basta magpakiana lakit suga din
Anyway, before we will have Attorney Bebot, I think you have an interview.
I had an interview with Dr. Emilia Bakilod, han ESSU, hiya itong Vice President for Academic Affairs, nga kundiin ginpakianan natin hiya itong sitwasyon bahin itong pangiskwelahan itong tertiary level Eastern Summer State University. Damong mga issues na natin ginhingadayan hiya siyahan itong pakikipag-contact or sa hangyo nga makipagkomunikar ito natin mga estudyante nga enrolled in second semester para matangpos na. Actually, tangpos na hiton Mayo 30 ang second sem. But we are still waiting para ang mga requirements nga isasubmit kuntahan mga estudyante nga danira mga teachers and mga subjects nga enrolled hira. So, you have until August 28 para ma-submit ini. Anyway, another topic was about yung what would happen hiton first semester. Yan ang tuig school year 2020-2021. So, gin-explain niya anong magiging proseso. Actually, it's been approved by the Board of Regents han kalabay nga adlaw ito nga mga suggestions, mga plano para iton new school year under the pandemic 19 situation. And ginpakiyanag yapon naton iton probability of having a graduation kasi damit napakiyana bisin Adi Enzo, diba? Para ba yung mga paano na lang yung kailangan magkaroon ng closure ito nira pang school lang parang love life lang. Relationship lang pag nagbubulag na kamo dapat may closure para mas madaling makamove on.
Naman!
At saka pinaghirapan nyo rin naman yung 4 or 5 years tapos hindi kayo magkakaroon ng graduation. Good news,
So unfair.
magkakmayada.
Pwede naman, basta pag-ampo good lang kam nga. Pag-ampo good lang kam nga makusog good
makusigitin internet. Kasi magiging virtual graduation.
Ano man, kung tinatawag na itiyawaran.
Tatawag na iting mana, tapos mana-loading. Tapos pagbalikin internet, humad na. Tinawag ka rin nga.
Tapos, ay my God, mga friends.
Oh, diba? You're watching and all. Pero, yun. So, ang magiging testing the waters would be the graduation and senior high school, high ESSU. So, kung paano magiging possible yung virtual graduation. We'll start first with the senior high school. And then we'll also have yung recognition day para ito mga honor students and virtual gihapon ini. And, of course, yung mga panawagan and all those things, requirements para ito mga freshmen and all. So, mas magiging klaro ini para ito natin mga estudyante, ito mga kaganak nga namamatian na you would know what to do kasi hindi kinahanglan kumadto ka ESSU para magpa-enroll or manginano itong status itong aton mga estudyante. Pwede man through Correo kasi binutangan ng kada box itong mga municipality, drop box para butangan ito nila mga documents na yung kikinahanglan para itong enrollment for incoming freshmen and old students as well. So, we will be having that interview with Ma'am Bakilod. Is it ready?
No. We're supposed to be taking a break first. We're supposed to be taking a break. Let's take a break. We will be back after some reminders.
Sige.
I know all are economically affected by the crisis due to COVID-19. But still, I appeal to all our parishioners to continue giving financial support to our parishes in the form of donations, offerings, and mass intentions for the operation of our parishes. We need to continue the work of evangelization even more relentlessly, especially in the midst of the pandemic. It is in times like this that we need to double up our pastoral efforts in order to address the pastoral needs of our flock. Besides, we have parish workers, physical utilities and structures that need to be maintained. Please help. Send whatever help you may afford to your parish. Maraming salamat po and God bless you.
Kamakailan lamang po ay lalathala na maraming Pilipino daw ay tumaraan sa sakit na depression. Tingin ko po ang depression ay parang sobrang kalungkutan, sobrang lumbay, na marami po ang dahilan kung bakit. Hindi ko po tatalakayin kung ano ang mga dahilan. Gusto ko pong talakayin kung ano talaga ang maaaring masabi ko tungkol sa depression. Tingin ko po kung tayo ay makikinig sa turo ng pananampalataya, ay mayroon po tayong magagawa tungkol sa depression. 3 bagay lamang po. Una, ang buhay ay pagsusulit lamang. Ang pagsusulit po ay hindi dapat tinatakasan o tinatalikdan, kundi hinaharap. Pangalawa, maraming pagsubok ang buhay, kailangan po nating maging matapang. At ito pong katapangang ito ay hindi galing sa paninindigan lang ng tao, ito po ay kaloob ng Diyos. Pangatlo, hindi po tayo nag-iisa. Ang kantang ito ay pagninilay-nilay sa sinabi ni Jesus bago siya bumalik sa langit. Sinabi niya, kasama ninyo ako sa lahat ng panahon. Sa dilim ng buhay, minsan akala mo, kung nawawalan ka ng pag-asa, ika'y nag-iisa. May mga pagsubok na dumarating, ngunit parang sa binging paligid, ika'y dumaraing. Ang kailangan, huwag kalimutan, ang buhay ay isang pagsusulit lamang. Ang katapangan, kahit nahihirapan, ay tilang galing sa iyong paninindigan. Ito'y nagmumula sa langit, kaloob ng Diyos sa panalangin. At tagubilin na dapat dinggin, kasama mo ako, hindi kita iiwan sa dusa at saya, tungo sa walang hanggan, tungo sa walang hanggan. Sa daan ng buhay, minsa'y may lumbay, kung ang tangi mong pinapangarap ay di nagaganap. Ang kailangan, huwag kalimutan, ang buhay ay isang pagsusulit lamang. Ang katapangan, kahit nahihirapan, ay di lang galing sa iyong paninindigan. Ito'y nagmumula sa langit, kaloob ng Diyos sa panalangin. Tagubilin na dapat dinggin, kasama mo ako, hindi kita iiwan sa dusa at saya, tungo sa walang hanggan, tungo sa walang
May ada mga kabataan, mga batanon, nga tinatabangan na iton kinabuhi. Damo aira, iton may ada na babarakan, unahadlukan. May ada naman na diri na nga nihin kabuhi. Tungod kay haira pag-abat o pagtanaw, waray nakarawat una higugma haira. Usahay, ginbabasol pangani nira an ira mga kaanak. Tungod hindamo nga mga problema nga natika nga hawan ira pamilya. Kapag katinuod, maupay iton kinabuhi. Waray mas mamaupay pa kayhan kinabuhi. Kay kun mahiintindihan la, bisan pangani ang mga problema, mga kabarakan, mga ayat o mga challenges, nakakabulig ini base pakusgon an kasing-kasing an kada tagsa o an kinabuhi. An batanon nga nadiri o nga diri na agihin kakurian, natitigurang nga maluya, malubay, oray kusog, ug diri nagiging malipayon. Sanglit ayaw igraot hinbuot kung usahay naagi indamo nga mga pagsubok han imo kinabuhi. Lugod, pagpasalamat nga buhi ka.
DW Conversations. It's about people. It's about issues. It's about us. DW Conversations. Usahang katungod, usahang kinahanglanon. Pag-iristorya ita ang kinahanglan pag-iristoryahan. DW Conversations.
Happy lang kami. Sana kayo rin. Friday.
It's going to be a barbecue Friday.
We need to smile a lot dahil itong mga
sitwasyon.
Diba?
Bisan ka may ito do, di ba? Bisan kung aringit talaga kinahanglan mo misa. And it's the hardest part with the work na hindi na rin laka mo.
Sabi pa, hashtag smile strong.
Even if you're mad, even if you're angry, if you're sad. You have
So,
to smile.
yan, kanina si Renato, nag-intro natin kanina ang interview with Ma'am Bakilod. Pero, since unahon na laanay natin, kasi nalipong kami din nga duha kasi Bakilod. At mga, resource persons yan. So, we have Attorney Bebot Bakilod
Of
on the
course.
line. Yan na, unahan na laanay natin kay...
Attorney Bebot.
Yes, kumusta
Good morning.
po?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Kumusta
Yes.
naman Metro Manila under a general
GCQ.
community quarantine?
Hindi nga sasakyan na gulon. Ito na may problema yun mga tao mga tao ka rin trabaho, wala naman sasakyan, no? Tapos dati na kita may transportation problem ng Manila, katapos yan na dahil na social distancing, lalo nang pwede matahan, ng mga sasakyan, na mga iyat ko ang mga pero kaya, I guess our government is trying to do its best para ma-address.
True nga hin, bisan lagep Attorney Makuri lagep ada naman iton pag ginawas-gawas unless very important itim tuyo because we don't know who is carrying the virus.
Yeah.
Ako, so gano'n na nangyayara.
Asya, Attorney Bebot, may kukinita ng mga pictures in mga stranded na mga pasahero along the streets, probably tikang hiran trabaho or going to work. Pero yun nga, siring ni mo, waray masakyan. So parang may nag-comment na para bang, parang the government was not really prepared for this kind of situation.
Waray, ill-prepared talaga. Desisyon nila, ang committee na siya na mag-recommend ng change pero ang mga tao there pag-kuhan, waray ka-address yung transportation problem. So ganito, no? Hindi na kayo na problema. Hindi sa magtrabaho, noon. Ini nga train, not everyone has access to the train. Kaya waray man mga sasakyan from their house to the train. Iba maglalakad ng pipira pa ka kilometro pa nga bibilangan yan sana makapag-train. Dati nga problema talaga. That should have been considered kunta. Kaya mga boys met nga nagkapaligid sa presidente. Ini nga kulang. Sirin ko pa may problema. Yan ang kami presidente yan na ini nga gasi ko nga oronin pakita mo yung istorya kay main man lamay na dito.
Wait, is he still talking?
Explosive gamang announcement.
I thought he's done na, no?
Kasi kinato kamihan sa website parang human na ada.
Attorney, actually, the reason kung kaya nung tinawag kami hain, although it has not been signed, I think it's on the table, it's been approved kasi the House adopted the Senate version of the bill. That's why wala nang bycam, 'di ba? Wala nang wala na.
So it's in the bag.
Wala nang
nga mga amendments.
Oo. Kaya nga 'di ba, I think it's one of the reasons kung kay Hirufi Biason, who was the main author of the bill, he voted against it kasi siguro may ada mga nagka-clash nga mga provisions didahan version han Senate nga han House, but gin-adapt naman lahan House, so siguro asya na I don't know, I think maybe it's one of the reasons kay ikaw man ang main author of that and then suddenly you voted against it.
Exactly. Ini nga bisa nga ni kay dara ka adto yan nga ni kunta nga adlaw, they were hoping an iba pa nga mga senador, mga legislators mag-iibay tanahon na para bawian ang nirabotos. Kaya they have realized nga
pwede pa ba yan?
Until such time, pwede pa. Sa manera siya rin katulog na pwede pa. Pero I really doubt it, no? Kaya nagdududak talaga kaya naurunan kami na dali, no?
Yeah.
May sense of urgency. Kagabi namamatay ka ng interview at TV, this is anti-terrorism, no? Anti-terrorism bill. Ang terrorism din sa Pilipinas nag-die down na. Ang mga matitigas na mga leader nila wala na.
Totoo.
Yan na pa ini nga anti-terrorism lugod nila pagmamandali. So some were saying that they're really after some other purpose ini nga bill.
May ibang agenda
No,
ito.
may ibang agenda, may ibang nga tinatarget. Gidada ko yung problema kay even you as media talaga number one ini nga kuan.
We have started.
It's freedom of speech.
Basically,
it's
attorney ang
definition
may
of
rule
terrorism. Ora-orahin ka broad, ora-orahin ka haluag. It covered sa era definition it terrorism.
Precisely, Attorney Bebot, I was reading Attorney Harold Calleja, no? And sa rin pangalan niya, yung mga red flags, una is the wide latitude of discretion for law enforcers. Tapos, mas mabugat itong mga penalidad, and then, someone can be detained longer without charge. Yung makalilisang.
Parang ano ito?
I mean, I think everyone should...
Telltale signs. Ito na natin na ginagian hanuna nga panahon.
Iyo, Attorney Bebot.
Wawas mulig bang kita kabataan?
Di pa man kita nakakaintindi.
Okay, whatever. Pero naka-experience kita.
Oo. Inin attorney, ano ba talaga ini? Ano ba iton terorismo in the context din hining aton balaod? Ano iton ira definition hiton terorismo din hining anti-terrorism? Sila bill, di ba?
In your bill na pending,
Ini.
ito ang definition. Ang dati, original.
This one. Kasi di ba yung...
Current contact, no?
Oo, ini nga ira na approve na.
Terrorism has something to do with violence. No?
Yes.
Pero ini nga ira yan na definition, bisan preparing pala, bisan inciting, bisan... I mean, there are so many words nga ura-urahin ka, tapos magdidesisyon pa kung ano karegsig na hining act nga tingka question, ito nga council.
There's a council, an
cabinet members. Anti-terror council composed of presidential cabinet members.
Yes.
Umarang mga secretaries, they are all alter egos of the president, meaning extensions of the president. How can there be an independent mind, no, in a council when they are all serving only one person?
At saka bakit may
Kasi
council?
may kita tutulong mga divisions in government, no? May the independence, may the checks and balances.
Yes.
Para executive department, tapos legislative, judiciary, kasi may it mag-interpret it balaod, it mag-interpret it judiciary. It mag-iimit balaod, legislators. It mag-enforce his executive department. Ini yan ang hinanabo, no? Hawak man na rin it's administration, ano? Hawak man niya na, it's administration, it kalatan nga legislators. That's all public knowledge. Di rin pagpakaralan para it is known to everyone. Katapos naman, yan hiraan naghihimuhin nga anti-terror law bill. Katapos naman, it magde-decide kung ang investigation na pwede i-arrest na largo, it magde-decide kung may nakuan, pwede na kaya may suspect na masugadin ini gihapon ng council nga hira na it mag-inform bala o hira it mag-interpret they're both executioners and judges.
My goodness.
No?
So yun na nga, wala ng checks and balances.
Hindi nga na dira-ira nga inaatake government. Ano na, hindi nga terrorism talaga, nga acts of violence, mga ito, no? Yan na. Isa ka lang. Actually, hindi nga online. Sharing of fake news against the government could be considered in my
Act
mind,
of
no?
terrorism. Iraman like mga
Kung
trolls na.
ground. Oo. Asya nga rin, mga kasangkay ni Sir Go, ay ikaw mo bisan laraksi, no? Ay ikaw pag-share, kung pagpapanad ang kamuhin anything, fake news o dire, nga especially kung nagduduha-duha ka mo, alam mo ito pag-share. Kaya, that's spreading fake news gihapon. That's also chargeable, no? Pwede itong maging basis, charge online law natin, cyber law.
Attorney, actually iton usahiton mga nakaka-bother talaga and I think it is kuada kitahin dali kitahin ni diday because this one is a violation talaga iton, freedom of expression as guaranteed no hiton aton constitution because section 9 of the bill nasiring it provides a penalty for any person who shall incite others to the execution of any acts of terrorism by means of speeches, writings, or other representations tending to same end. Maano itong irahin because they can interpret, for instance, kita yan na, nag-i-istorya kita unonghin, it can be interpreted as kung anit irakaroyag na interpretation, di ba? Makahulog, di na kita.
So we are being silenced.
This is actually shutting down freedom of speech in a way, no? Hindi ka na pwede mag-criticize.
Precisely.
They can always interpret it as you're inciting people to go against the government.
Precisely.
Which is why bisang ni UN is very much against this law. Kaya ura-urahin ka pag-violate talaga basic rights, no? It constitution natin may daman Bill of Rights na pinaka-basic under the present setup of laws, constitution and current laws, it detention maximum 3 days, no? They can detain anyone on suspicion without charging anything, without even telling the person nga arrogant arrest for as long as 24 days.
Oh my God.
Parang nit ada kahit isolation facility dara kay suspect kang may nim COVID.
Suspect ka man, no? And they're not required under the new law, ini nga bill, to file charges. Di rin nga nihirap po, kinanglan mag-explain na to judge later on,
so walang due process of law
torture or kay din tanggal man niran dating ako natin na human padulay nga an current law on terrorism, no? Gina-require man adtong akuan ini nga kinahanglan mi nga ni magre-report ka nga to judge kung may physical violence nga ginhimo nga to detain. Katapos naman may daghapon nato ito importante ini kay para deterrent hit mga abuses adto nga 500,000 na penalty hit to naga-abuse mga aresto kunta for anyone illegally arresting and prosecuting somebody tapos turns out na for a basis they can be liable for as high as 500,000 pesos. Yan ang dindilit iton.
Oh my.
Oo, wala na iton. Bisala na siya nga dirigodamo ang arresto nila dara kay unang-una tinala may basis no? Yan na bisan without surveillance or basis pwede na ma-arrest. On suspicion kasi pwede na so you don't need to investigate. You just need to suspect.
I don't know, attorney, ano ba yung under the bill? Ano ba yung definition of a terrorist organization? Kasi yun ang gusto rin nating malaman. What is the para hindi nga balaod doon?
Guerrilla organization siguro terrorist
organization. Kasi baka naman ma-violate ni yung mga rights natin to assembly, especially itong aton mga estudyante, kasi asya ini itong ira way para magpahayag, magpagawas kung ano itong ira mga displeasure against any administration for that matter, pinaagihin mga rally, diba?
Yes.
Subangin yung sugaron nga itong nga grupo.
Freedom of speech rally, oo. And ini nga mga certain organization, journalists especially, ini nga National Union of Journalists of the Philippines, ngayon editors of
College Editors Guild of the Philippines.
Oo. Mga label na ini nga creations of CCP, which and CCP has, according to the president, mga terorista.
Okay.
So ginadag may pinalay pag-connect. So they can arrest anyone. Kaya na ginlaid down like foundation.
Marisan, as member of the
una nga ni, hindi na ka na basta-basta mag-arrest, no? Unless it's in the act, warrantless arrest, no?
Yes.
In the act of
doing something.
Or escaping, or mga sabi dito, may condition. Siya na, wala na condition. Basta suspect sirang ka na, pwede ka na i-arrest. Katapos sira, under suspicion na ito maihana kaya they have been labeled as creations of CPP, Communist Party of the Philippines.
Oh my God. Anak-anak na inhira.
I hope you're not members, ha?
I am a member of the NUJP.
Tara.
We are member. Kasi we don't see anything wrong with that, attorney.
Of course, it's your basic right.
It is a group of practicing journalists nga naghihingitahin protection, no? Like protection tikang mga pag-abuso hiton mga katulad naman hiton mga journalists. I don't know kasi haros nga tanan naman iton mga journalists, they speak out kun we don't say pangani, we don't when we talk about things dili may pagpakaraot bisan hin gobyerno, di ba, Attorney Bebot? It's because we want the people to know what is really happening and pinaagi we want to help them form itong kalugaringan nga opinions. We don't influence, but we want them to be informed kasi di ba para ato nga mga journalists kung ano man itong mga decisions nga himuon itong tao, that should be based on information nga tama nga era nakukuha, and then from those, like if they form certain opinions on certain issues, they can do concrete actions. That di ba siya may aton kunta karuyag, we don't incite them to do wrong. We want them to be informed and form opinions. Di ba makuri may attorney aton mga tao nga paru-paro kalahit iton nga what's that, dara-dara kalahit hangin kun hain huhuyot ka adto ka, di ba dapat ito aton mga tao may ada nira posisyon by mga batangan, they will stand bisan pa kusog iton nga paghuyop iton hangin. Asyo may aton karig, and well, sometimes the government misinterpret ito nira as pag-impluensya iton mga tao to go against eto makuring
this is an expression of
madumot.
Yun nga, diri lang ka madumot, hin ka duwag. I mean, masyadong sensitibo itong kritisismo, and yet they're not doing anything about it, di ba? At saka, hay naman la itong independence of thinking itong kada usa. Let's face it, by natin sinisiring attorney nga, you cannot please everybody. So may mga tao talaga mag-express ito nira dissent or kadiscontento or pag siring nga diri maupay ini. Siguro probably to balance things out, ano ba it win-win situation para ito nga tanan. Nga diri tutol na nala kung ano man ito ginahatag itong gobyerno, especially so kung kulang ini or very inadequate ito nira ginpapalusad nga mga measures say for pandemic COVID-19, di ba?
Ano man, Attorney Bebot, ma-resign kami. Mabaya kami, di kami grupo. Di ba? Mabaya. Kasi red tag na ito, di ba?
Yes.
It's red tag.
Kasi ko pa yan na-label na kamo. They're formalizing it. They are putting that bill into a law.
Ako as an individual using social media, di na pwede mag-express sita kun ano ini, takon concern. I'd be tagged as a terrorist just because pinupun ako or I'm being critical of this government.
if you go to a court of law, chances are, waray nin sala. However, it magdedesisyon niya na kung inciting ka or something else, it counsel.
The Anti-Terrorism Council.
Exactly. Nga mga tauhan ni Presidente.
Ay ano, Attorney Bebo,
Para na itong judge, jury, and executioner.
This is a law. It's going to be a law, di ba? It's a bill now, it's going to be a law. So parang ito mag-i-interpret ni, di ba? Yung ating the justice system, ito na aton mga huwes, abogado, they should be the one interpreting, you know,
Yeah, but that
national
comes
ba
later
ito
on.
this is not just an order, this is not just a resolution, not an executive order, parang an administrative order for
Pero batas.
matter. This is a law. Hi. Anyway,
Asyan eh.
Scary.
Nagiging kuwan na hira, no, that they're usurping the power of the judiciary. Kaya ini, pag issued warrant, kaya yan, pwede i-arrest ko, no, based on a certification.
Oh my God.
Ticket, ini nga, terror council, anti-terror council, terror council. Hindi ka madali.
alam ka.
Kasi
mere certification from them saying na under suspicion na nila, that is equivalent to warrant of arrest. It warrant talaga who is it dati nga nag-investigar, may papasabit nga dakop mo na mga dokumento, nga investigation anay, factual basis and all. Din nga na, wala, suspicion la, pwede na. That's how bad to me, no? That's how bad it looks. Nga, ini nga, ginmamadali pa naman, nga pagpa-aprobare. So, ganun ka, very wide-ranging scope eh. Nga tapos, kasi rin pa nga nagagabihan, nagpipinamontes niya era discussion. Kundi rin man ini, actually, it was, naman, na admitted nga, ang mga leadership, ang mga IPA, mga sugurito, mga terorista, wala na, no? Nag-die down na. No? Di rin na as strong as before. Katapos naman, siya na ako na well, I'm really thinking there is another purpose for this law. Nililabel lang anti-terrorism, anti-terror, pero they're actually after something else.
What is that something else kaya? What is that something?
Most critical of the government.
Maram ka, attorney.
Exactly.
Usahi itong mga nakakabaraka hini, and I think diri naman ini mga journalists, so should be alarmed. It's yung surveillance itong mga suspects and the unlawful interception and recording of communications.
Oh my.
Yes. Ito
Wala na
sinasabi.
talaga.
Wala kang, and this violates the right to privacy. Ito natin mga tao. Because they can, for, I don't know, kinahanglan lahin something, they can wire court order, and they can wire up conversation. So, ibig sabihin, bisan nga ni itong mga hikita, makahulap kay, di ba, pagtahapang ka na, waray na, ito yung mga, we don't have that privilege anymore in private communication. Nga tanan na kita hini mahahadlok eh. So, walang. Pinaka-safe na siguro hiningin maghinuring ka mo.
As in,
Oy, social distancing.
At kaya siya,
Ay,
ang
na.
problema in the times of COVID.
di ba, pati na rin yung content distancing, hitat pag-irestoryahan is ano na yan,
Kaharap
na.
ng tanong, attorney, bisan siguro ngin mag-chat kita, siguro ngin mag-text kita, I think we should be very, very careful kasi pwede
They
nila
have access.
aruon
They
yung
have access to
records
that.
eh. Yes.
Oo.
Makaharadlog.
Okay, once suspected ka, some people are already, like, looking into all your conversations online.
Tara.
So,
Makalilisang ini ay
Pero kaya,
nakahit.
darakaganda mo nga iman,
Bisan mga sweet nothings.
no? Pero kung medyo, especially kung controversial ka na nga media man, especially Eastern Samar, ikaw mo lang nga doon dito controversial.
talaga ha. Pero dito, ano yun
Ikaw mo rin sikat.
yes, but dito,
But
attorney,
seriously speaking, uro-uro ganyan ka problema. There's hope na medyo makorek pa ini. Okay, right?
sana
Mamadali man,
120
pagpirmahan.
something na binoto sini. sana naman wala ba nira concern hiton individuals, itira mga kapamilya.
Tanong ko,
Oo.
I hope they have gone through this, and I
Ibang
hope they
binasa
have
ba nila
read
talaga?
this, and I hope they have consulted the people in their yung constituency.
Sugungani ka madali, tapos may pa urgency nga tika ni Pangulo mismo, you really doubt it kung talagang adman ni rin ura-ura. I mean, if they really gave time to study the effects of this. Largo na lang makarealize la, no? Later on, kahit darahan mga sering-seringan mga tao, nag-change mind na. Kasi pa rin, ma-author na nga niyan to, nag-change mind. Tara kay, talaga nga, nare-realize na niya, an effect niya, once it becomes a law.
So, parang nahingangatawa nga kay Congresswoman Vilma Santos Recto, who voted yes with reservations. But it's still a yes, even if you have reservations. Kasi pag ganito, it should only be a yes or a no.
Ano yung reservation? May ginuhulat nga padulas para maging klaro nga yes?
Not necessarily. Siguro, lams na. Maybe it's, trying to stay in the good graces of, people out there.
Yes. Yes. There's a lot of reasons kung kaya iba, largo lang mapirma or medyo kahit na against, wala na. So dito, damit kaso nito. And damit at binabating istorya kung ano itninanamo before a bill is really signed by each and every one. I mean, even on TV, they have discussed this, no? Money have changed the hands before a certain law was passed para lang ma-shift it era koan, pananangana.
And aton kasi
we have heard this on TV. I'm not inventing this thing.
Actually, ako bigger concern, attorney, kung na-deliberate ba talaga inhin eksakto, considering nga, iton session, iton aton mga magbabalaod na is, virtual, diba? Pipirala iton mga physically present dito sa House of Representatives, and the rest ato iton ira mga distrito, and they do this online, naka-Zoom adahira or whatever app nga ira ginagamit. Do you think nga nagkamay-ada talaga hinihin maupay nga deliberasyon as kun aad to hira hiton plenaryo nag-aarag tubang hira kareg ko sidngen nga dapat diri anay iniyana diri ini gintalakayana, it should have been talked about ngin aada na eksakto na iton panahon para magkamay-adahin eksakto nga deliberasyon nga mag-aarag tubang nga tanan makakapagyakan kasi gikukuri it online kung mahina iton imo signal ngahin makuri talaga ni
patience ng mga congressmen.
Parang ako yun ang nga they should have talked about, deliberated on the bill hin eksakto dito naman dito hiton plenaryo siguro 1 year or 2 years from now kung panahon na tugot na itong panahon para naman
ini nga balao di sering panganihan ini mo patad nga alan bakilo diri len pakol di ba? So parang tapos tigda dala parang kawatan hitgab nga ginawas nga inaprobaran hinsugod di kadagit.
We were caught unaware because we were so busy and preoccupied with COVID and Bagyo Ambo, and then all of a sudden wala na, andyan na siya. Gidadagmiti la.
Pero no, if you have been following this, I'm sure you have been. And there were times in the a few announcements or press conference ng presidente. At one time, sobrang tagalit niya yung mga political enemies.
Yes.
No? Mga nagrarally, aringiti niya, nagmumura pa nga or something, no? Basta aringiti niya. And then, i-connect mo hindi nga balaod.
Diba,
I mean, so gamayin dahil iya kaaringitin ora-ora, karag niya gumayada balaod, mas madali na la.
Silencing of the lambs.
Kasi sometimes, diba, for instance, may ada hini mga acts nga, later binabawi. For instance, yung agad-agad na decision to abrogate on the visiting forces agreement at tapos after a few bawi tayo o kinambyado o sabihin natin sa Amerika stop muna the process of abrogation, parang so may mga butang siguro nga dapat talaga i-restoryahan, dapat talaga you deliberate in a truly honest.
It is of public knowledge nga cause hini and main root hini nga abrogation propose nga i-abrogate na ini nga BFA agreement para na yung pagkansilahan visa ni Bato.
Exactly.
Kaya nga ni or makikatagin visa or
Hindi ka man Bato si presidente.
Pag-presidente yan
Yes. Pag mag-presidente ako, ubupan ka naman ikaw. Pag di ka
mag-a-apply lang o pa makag-apply.
Ganun lang yun damay-damay na des.
Balitaw, Attorney Bebot, your thoughts ngan iton mga, because andyan na to I think it's on the President's desk, it's gonna be signed anytime now. Na lang iton mga angay naton paghirutan.
Yes, ngan itat mabubuhat ko mga individual citizens of this country.
First of all, we should do something about it. We should be vocal. Mo pa ini nga yun ang himo para maabrihan ka na mga tao. No? Some people might be listening and they might be able to do something para makabulig hini nga problema nga even if it becomes a law kasi rin panikuan retired Justice Carpio once it becomes a law which is imminent nang magiging balaod na talaga ni kasayt karuyag man nira somebody can go to court.
It can be challenged in court.
Question it. Largo. They don't have to question kasi normally under normal circumstances, diri ka pwede mag-question ng balaod unless may da na nahimo itong nga balaod, may da na actual case itong nga balaod.
Okay.
Ginahulat pa na itong under normal circumstances. Sa rin niya, ini nga balaod, ura-urain ka, dako it pagka-violate ating constitution. Ginada mo, violation nga nahimo. Basic rights it mga tao. So, pag nag-file itong hira, pwede largo atendera ni Supreme Court. As it answer in it. But it's just one opinion. We don't really know the Constitution. I mean, the composition of mga justices sa Supreme Court. No? Danay kita. And they're all appointed by President. Although, ita ko na mga independent-minded kadamaan.
Sana.
No?
Eto. Sino yung ang composition nito, yung ATC, sorry. It's the executive secretary, the secretary of yung National Security Advisor, Defense Secretary, DFA, DILG, Finance, Justice, Secretary for Information and Communication, and the Director of the Anti-Money Laundering Council.
Sila.
Secretary, if you're secretary to the president, you're an extension of his personality.
Yeah, the executive secretary is such the
and you can you are like a mouthpiece of the president.
And you
how
can never
you
go
argue against how di pwede ko riwang nag-appoint time it nag-aatag in power.
Amo God, amo.
Ang galong ko. Ang galong ka.
Ano ba yan?
Anyway.
Kaya nasa nga koan, ang taga UP College of Long guest din era koan, interview na si Ring, nga apihan deliberations sometime before, nga sa kunong member hining council, yung anti-terror council, is from the Human Rights Commission. Katapos ging question ito, diri ko na itwarit dida kay ubos la mga secretaries, mga cabinet members it yet to a council. Tapos rin niya, sige, re-review ko, pero asita nang gin-restoryahan. Meaning, may na hitabo between the from the meeting until later on. Nag-decide ang hira-hira nala. Wala na mga question, wala na mga pag-istorya.
Walang.
So parang yung
kaya naman lang, they are all one person. They're actually just
the terrorists. Hira talaga itong terorista. Kasi di ba, attorney, yung terorista na may pinapatay para makahadlok hit kadamaan. Diba? Parang, actually, tak pakaintindi. Simple nga pakaintindi. Para at least umudong kung ano may tira karag ipaudong. And isuga din ngaran pala nga sinig pa nimo kangina, label pa lang, anti-terrorist bill. Parang masyado yung kasweeping na. Tapos ito niya lupgop, haluag, nga bisan ito private individuals, taon taraplapid, tokpoy relens, talagang may exempt, ano? So this is something really scary, yung parang it's a telltale sign of democracy din yung aton nasod. So makaradlop talaga.
Yeah, we have to do something. One is, of course, to disseminate to everyone things happening, to something. Let's help each other para medyo man-neutralize naman lain kung ano man. Kaya, because there is a clear violation of the Constitution.
Precisely. Siguro asya nga ni namin ang pag malakabalyuhan Constitution and then change the Bill of Rights.
Ano ba yan? Or totally eradicate the Bill of Rights. Kaya siya naman, sweeping naman ini nga anti-terrorism bill.
Anyway, Attorney Bebo, thank you very much for your
Salamat.
time. Siguro maaaraw sa init at iristorya bahin
Oo,
because
developments.
Wala akong biminot kaya naka-house arrest.
oo, kadi ka manggid nakakauli pa nga di ano ay laane pag inuli kay kwa-quarantine ka madidi.
Talking about going back to the provinces, oro ko may karong timing ng paling probinsya.
true.
Ayaw anay.
True.
Ayaw anay.
Imagine, bus loads are being brought to the provinces in the middle of the COVID-19 problem. Ano nga hira?
Decongesting Metro Manila should not be done now.
Decentralizing the COVID-19.
Not
now.
Kasi imagine him, Attorney Bebot, kita nagpapasalamat, didiha Eastern Samar, we are COVID-free. Pero for instance, yung other provinces in Region 8, they have maintained that, especially sa Leyte, they have maintained that COVID-free sitwasyon, and then all of a sudden, nagkadaton. We don't blame them. We blame hiton mga tao nga i-implementar hini nga mga programs to let them go back. Kasi okay naman umuwi, but they should have made sure nga na-test ini nga mga tao so that dili hira magdadara hiton virus nga because ang sakripisyo ba for 2 months quarantina ang mga kalugaringon. So gidamay nga mga sakripisyo naapektuhan ang ekonomiya because kareg naton magpabilin nga malinis from COVID, and then all of a sudden, because of programs na mga actually di kita maaram kung kakano ka conceptualize, waray pang admihin maupay kung ano itong yung mga repercussions.
Tapos yan na, parang feeling natin forever na talaga may ada threat. Kay sige man la itong pag pinauli, wala mga nini sinisari nga one time, big time nga panguli ito na itong mga kabugtuan. So parang the months maglalabay itong mga bulan nga, may ada lagi hapon tarhog. Kay sige man itong panguli. Diba? So parang you should be up on our toes nga ikmat kita nga tanan kay every day is a threat.
Sangliti ikaw ay laanay kay makwa-quarantine kay umulit ka.
Wala na, itit niya na, ano ka magkangan dida? Kung alam, may nauli automatic ka quarantine, 21 days with quarantine.
It's 14 days in
sa quarantine
Borongan
facility, tapos 7 days nga how did ito niyo
home
panimala.
quarantine. Ano ini attorney, this is for everyone, yung mga ROF, returning overseas Filipinos, including workers and non-workers, at saka yung mga locally stranded individuals. Ginkasarabutan nila actually, attorney Didi namanhan aton IATF, yung Interagency Task Force, ginkausahan inihan aton mga mayors with the governor, nga maging strict pa talaga kita, hinito, para hiton protection hiton nga tanan, mas nakakadamo. And I think nga tanan hiton mga tao Didi na uyon hirahin hini naman nga.
Ako gihapon na kaya 100% agree ako iton. Kay especially kay kinahanglan ma-maintain natin ito nga zero virus free kita nila nguwarita virus. Masya nga to discourage everyone from going home and bringing the virus, ini i-quarantine na Manila, titest anay, antes kay pag-abot, i-quarantine na naman.
Yes.
That alone will discourage na people from going home. However, iba'y planohan government. Busloads ang karagner na doon.
Ayun sa balik,
Yun na nga, balik probinsya.
Decongesting
Di ba
pa-
kung
Diba?
balik
So,
probinsya,
inconsistent.
attorney? Hatid probinsya.
Oo, yung atin lang, mao pa ito nga program, if they want to decongest and then pero
Pero
what
wrong
will they,
timing.
wrong timing lang. At saka, yung ibang components of the program, ano man itong ira pagbubuhatan didi, binaya hira dito Manila kay makuri itong kinabuhi, normal, mauli hira nga di, ano itong bubuhatan naman ihahatag ha ira nga bulig for them to start hin kinabuhi nga bago didi ha probinsya, di ba? Kasi di man damay tira nga magpipinan ngutek lang nga waray bubuhaton, it mahinanabo magmamalakabalik lang gapit nga duha Manila kasi aadto attorney maaram naman kita basta arisgado ka la didto and you're willing to do bis mahugaw nga trabaho, you can earn money more than hiton imo hihimo din naman ha province. So ganun yung yung mangyayari. Hopefully siguro ginhulat-hulat ga udog ini. Yung pinauwi yung mga whatever. Ewan, ambot attorney.
Salamat attorney para ning oras and hope in the next few days makaistorya kagihapon naton.
Pag agsabantay ka istorya hili.
Lagit-git nga pag istorya
Pagtatalingon doon ta ada attorney yung bill.
Okay, sige.
Pagtatalingon doon tayo attorney para hiton kaintindihan talaga hiton nga tanan kay ikaw abogado nga nakakaintindihin.
Salamat attorney and stay safe dito ha Manila.
Ay paglinalakat dito attorney. Attorney Bebot Bakilod, yung ating resident legal consultant dito sa DYVWST News, yung thoughts on the anti-terrorism bill. It's already, I think, on the table of the president para naman itong iapagpirma. Thank you very much, attorney. And now we have that interview
with Ma'am
Bakilod,
Emilia Bakilod, Vice President for Academic Affairs
sa Eastern Summer State University.
Kasayuran ng mga estudyante, mga kag-anak, bahin itong mga bagong mga palisiya, itong pang eskwelahan dito ha ESSU. So, Arnel, if you're ready with the video, let's play it.
Tatagan man hirahin in time para makapag-comply ka.
Yes, actually the students are given until August 28 to comply with whatever additional requirements were given to them by their teachers. And then those who will not be able to comply until August 28, we will give only 3 grades to the students by August 28 because the deadline for submission of grade sheets for the faculty is September 14. So by September 14, the faculty members will give numerical grade for the students who have performed satisfactorily, meaning passing or higher grades, and then they will be given an INC if they have not submitted or they lack the requirements which are required for that particular subject. And for those who did not contact their instructors, and then also for those who were not attending classes anymore when classes were suspended in March will be given a grade of dropped. So there will be no definitely failing grades for the second semester.
So,
and then,
grade,
numerical grade, INC, and dropped. For those who incurred INC, they have until December 18 to comply. So I think they have ample time to comply with the additional requirements given to them by their instructors. I hope that for those students who have not yet contacted their teachers, their instructors, that they at least contact some of them, because or through couriers or through the external campuses that we have near their localities. In fact, we already have created teams of faculty members who go to the different municipalities first for the admission of first-year students, so they can also send the requirements through these teachers, or they can also say submit them to the external campuses campuses because we go around the external campuses to see if there are requirements being submitted by the students.
Aside from this, may ada mga drop boxes.
Yes, we have drop boxes in every municipal hall. No, so even in Borongan City, we have a drop box, which is actually we are already within the city, but we understand that the transportation is very costly.
So, baliton school year 2020-2021, first semester mag-open saan po?
The original per approved academic calendar of CHED, we are supposed to open by August 3. But our enrollment for both first year and old students, transferees and shifters will only be July 1 to 31. So parang to give us ample time to prepare the materials which you are going to give to the students, because definitely there will be no face-to-face classes.
Yes, ma'am. Kasi po, may nilala po ito in first sem, as per information gihapon, approved na ito in Board of Regents, nga 3 meetings la.
Yes. We just presented the contingency plan for the academic unit of the university yesterday, and it was approved by the Board of Regents, where we stipulated there that the semester will commence 2 weeks later than the approved schedule to give us time.
With DepEd.
We will start earlier than DepEd.
Okay.
Yeah, we will start earlier than DepEd, and then also for the graduate school, because they only have 2 or 3 subjects, we will be meeting only 3 times. First, during the orientation and distribution of the modules or whatever learning materials you have. The second will be the midterm, and the third will be the final exams. But for the undergrad, because we understand they have more subjects, we have agreed in a meeting at ESO Maydolong last May 29 with the campus administrators and also with some faculty members, senior faculty members in all the 6 campuses of the university, that instead of having 3 meetings, we will be having 5. Kasi for example, if a student is enrolled in 8 subjects, the first 4 subjects will be recited during the first half of the semester. Then the remaining subjects will be recited at the second half of the semester. So that the students will have more focus on the subjects that they have. Kasi kung dire-diretso nga all 8 for the entire 18 weeks of the semester, the students may not be able to cope up with the requirements of the courses. So gintunga nam nga ang first 4, then the remaining 4 will be in the second half. So we will be meeting 5 times. First, for the first 4 subjects, we will have at the beginning of the semester distribution of modules, orientation, and giving of requirements, course requirements. Then the midterm, and then the finals, which is actually the midterm pa lang of the semester. So by that time that we will be giving the finals for the first set of subjects, we will also be distributing the modules as well as the other requirements for the last 4 subjects of the students. Then they will meet again during the midterm, which is actually the schedule for the pre-final exams before, and then for the final exams at the end of the semester.
So ma'am, magiging dako itong participation or yung blended learning atin siniserve, yung the use of technology.
Yes.
Gaano po ka adept itong aton system, especially itong aton network accessibility, dinhi aton bisan dinhi eskwelahan, and for our students nga ato itong mga tayaw nga mga lugar.
I understand that. In fact, we conducted a survey of all the students, but by just calling them through the numbers they have given the registrar and then their teachers. And in fact, most of them, we were only able to contact about 20% of the students through the net, through the internet. No, meaning most of them actually have no access to stable internet connection. That's why there will be in the what we call the flexible flexible learning system, learning management system, we will have several options. First would be online for those who have stable internet connections, and then we will also have the offline mode of instruction, where there will be no face-to-face. There will be limited face-to-face contact with the students, but they will be given modules through in print, while the other one will be through online.
So, ma'am, ini nga pakianag po ni Bahin naman itong mga modules nga i-distribute. Who will shoulder the expense itong reproduction? Would it be on the part of the teachers, or just like what we do before na halimbawa test paper, pinababaydan itong mga estudyante, or the administration have a budget for the reproduction?
Actually, when you came, I'm actually finalizing the cost, the budgetary requirements for both offline and online learning of the students. For the online learning, all the state and universities and colleges in the region, and maybe in the other regions also, have collaborated, and they have the FLMS, the Flexible Learning Management System, which will be mainly online. So this is going to be submitted to CHED for funding. Parang for the university, we have something like 16 million as budgetary requirement, so that we'll be able to have the online learning for our students who have strong or stable internet connection. While we also made another budget for the offline mode of instruction. We now have a series of orientation and workshops for the faculty members of various disciplines and programs or professions. In fact, we started with general education instructors in my dolong last May 29, and we already have distributed all the 9 subjects which are going to be offered in the first semester we have grouped the faculty members into the 9 subjects, and they have promised, I hope they will make through their promise, they have promised to submit the modules by June 19. In fact, some of them promised to submit earlier. Parang for each group, for example, for one subject, ethics, there will be 10 faculty members who are teaching ethics in all the campuses of the university. They were given a chunk of the total module, and they will be producing only this part. Then this is going to be integrated by a focal person who is a senior faculty in that particular discipline. Then it's going to be submitted to the IM committee of the university for final evaluation, and then hopefully, if funds will be available, we will have them printed, and that's what we are going to distribute to the students. Okay. This week we are going to meet tomorrow. I am going to Canavid for the agriculture, fisheries, and environmental science instructors. On Monday I'll be meeting the computer science and information technology instructors, deans and instructors of all the campuses. Then on Tuesday will be for the colleges of education. On Wednesday, I'll be meeting the colleges of engineering in 3 campuses of the university. And then on Thursday, we will have BS criminology, we will have the other programs. And then on Monday, June 15, I'll be meeting the colleges of business management and accountancy.
Ma'am, since this is something very new, yung flexible, blended, online, offline learning, kumusta naman po ito magiging evaluation natin mga estudyante?
For the online learning, the instructors will be conducting online assessments, but they can also opt for face-to-face assessments for as long as they will limit the number of students who will report at any one time. So meaning we are going to observe the proper protocols like wearing of face mask and then maintaining social distancing among the students. So most probably for one class, the maximum number of students for one meeting would only be 30 for the assessment. But other faculty members have other modes of assessing the performance of their students.
Ma'am, isa pa pong pakiana, dami ito na pakiana ini. Magkakamayada po ba closure para ito natin mga estudyante nga ti-graduate kunta yan ang atuon?
Of course, we already have presented the candidates for graduation to the Board of Regents. So, and we have facilitated the submission of their application for graduation through the registrars. They can submit online for those who were not able to submit until the suspension of classes. That will be until June 15. So, we will be determining who really are going to graduate after June 15.
So virtual graduation na.
For now, it will be what we are thinking is a virtual graduation because it's impossible to gather them in one place. Because, for example, for the main campus, we have 1,600 plus students times at least 2 parents to accompanying them. So that would be a very huge crowd. That's why it will just be a virtual graduation. Diri pa talaga pwede. If ever, we really have plans of having a physical graduation because this is very a memorable event for both the students, the graduates, and the parents, as well as for us who are in the academe. Pero siguro kung there will already be assurance that it will be safe for us to gather in one place.
Pero kaya na virtual.
Virtual laan.
And this is going to be sampled with
senior high school. Yeah.
At least guruguti lang ni Hera.
Yes, because we only have more than 100, mga 167 students. So if we will find out that it will push through, it's nice, no? Or we will be able to come up with a good presentation which we are going to upload in the university website so that students and parents can see. Then we will do the same with the college graduates as well as for the graduate school.
Yes, graduate school.
Recognition. We were supposed to have our recognition May on the last second to the last Friday of May, but it was not pushed through. Actually, the recognition is for the good performance of students for the undergraduate students and second SEM last year and then first SEM also for the current school year and 2019-2020. What we are going to do is we will just be posting in the website the dean's listers, and president's lister and all other awardees among our students para naman makita nga.
They just can claim their medals.
Yes. Pagbalik na din. Yes. In fact, for the senior high school, I told the principal that you place in one envelope the card, the Form 138, Form 137, the diploma as well as the medals for those who have honors.
Ito natin mga freshman students, mamoray na exams.
No more. Oo.
So they only need to download iton enrollment forms and then attach iton photocopy
senior high school card as well as the certificate of good moral character. But for those who have no access to the internet, as I have said earlier, we have teams who are going to the different municipalities. In fact, now I think a group is in Hipapad. Yesterday, they were in San Policarpo. No, so they will also receive these application forms. If you see, hard copies of the application forms. And then, June 6th until June 15 la an admission, an acceptance and admission applications for admission, and then June 16 to June 30 would be the time for the evaluation of their applications, so that we will know who are qualified for a particular
So, ang
program.
basis na line talaga itong ERA
Yes,
Senior High School report
card.
So, may mga quota courses.
Yes, there
So,
are.
first come, first serve, tapos based on their qualifications, grade point average.
Yes, kasi we have the board programs. We also require a certain level of performance in high school. And the different board programs have different requirements. Like one college may require a general average of 90, another college may require only 85, and so on, depending on the complexity of the board examinations which are given to them.
Ma'am, one final word para ito natin mga faculty, para ito natin mga estudyante and the parents. Yung challenge ngayon na atubang itong educational system, itong ESSU, yan ang mga panahon.
This is really a very great challenge, not only for us in ESSU, but for everyone. In fact, earlier this morning, I was discussing things with some of the deans, and I said, we really have to do our part. This is what we are going to do now is a manifestation of the commitment that we have towards the university, towards our profession as teachers or instructors of this, and for the pursuance of education among our students. And to the parents, I hope that you will feel comfortable to send your students, to enroll your students, your children in the Eastern Samar State University, because we will be very careful also in how to deal with the students. That's why we are having some measures so that they will not be coming to the campus like what they were doing before. Because actually we were thinking of having only 30 students and let the students come by groups. But I said, even if we will be able to maintain the health protocols here in the campus, in their boarding houses, this is not going to be followed, I'm afraid.
Yes.
No, so parang it's really very dangerous to let them come. No, so that's why kami na ang makadto hit mga the learning teams. I have already divided the faculty members into learning teams who will be going to the different municipalities, and also they can contact us to problems with the assignments which will be given to them. They can contact their teachers, their instructors or professors through telephone or through messages, through any other way that they can, or through couriers.
Pwede ma. Ito na internet, www.essu.edu.ph, or yung FB page.
Yeah,
Ito,
official
Mr.
FB page.
Official FB page.
We are posting all the announcements
O, bisan
there.
dito yung ESU Catalyst.
Yes.
Thank you very much, ma'am, parahan lagid-gid ng impormasyon. And sana itong mga namamatian na will be guided accordingly para maging smooth lang ito natin operation.
Okay, I hope so. I hope we will have a better conditions, no, and better environment for all of us.
Yes, because this is really something new.
Yes,
Bago talaga
yes.
yun. Pero ito yung nagra-riot dulong.
Correct. We didn't know this is going to happen.
Yun nga po. Damang salamat, ma'am.
Okay, thank
Take
you
care
also,
po.
Manny. Thank you.
Okay, so ito natin interview with Dr. Emilia Bacilod dito in Eastern Samar State University, Vice President for Academic Affairs. I hope ang mga nakapamati, nakapagkitahin ng ating interview, inasayuran, abahin itong mga plano itong ESSU in the incoming school year, and sugad man ang panawagan ng mga estudyante to comply with the requirements that may deadline nila until August 28, and thereby may submit ito nila mga graduate on September 14, and hopefully magkamayada madayon itong graduation, virtual graduation, para ito natin mga graduating students kung tayo.
Okay, may nasa ring naibasahan ta. Why don't we make an anti-corrupt bill and arrest them on mere suspicion?
Oh, sige.
Kasi yung anti-terror bill natin, they can be arrested on mere suspicion.
Without due
Diba?
process.
So bakit hindi?
Oo.
Lahat sila.
Correct. Walang matitira sa gobyerno. Na siya naman lang, diba?
So, kasi kung mabasehin pagtahap-tahap. Anyway, buwas brown out kita.
Oo.
Paranas,
Good luck
Borongan
sa
to kinapundan. 6 to 6. Good luck. It's going to be
Mainit
very
bukas.
hot.
So, parang drink a lot of water and make sure ada kami mahangin nga lugar para hindi tayo maburyong diretong paso. So that's going to be 6 to 6. Dara may pagbubuhaton nga mga repairs iton NGCP ito nira mga poste.
Oo. And nagpapasalamat kita hanaton mga nakahimang raw yan na. We talked with Attorney Bebot Bacilod and of course kan Dr. Emilia Bacilod.
It's a Bacilod day for VW
And before
Conversations.
we go, I would like to quote a very prominent lawyer, Nazaring Hiya. Today, I shed a tear for our nation's democracy. The dark clouds of tyranny has reared its ugly head. The separation of powers of government and the checks and balances are slowly being dismantled in the guise of public welfare and security. Through the anti-terrorism law, the President with Congress has paved the way for a legal framework that would allow the government to go against its own people. The anti-terrorism law effectively emasculated the powers of the executive by granting powers inherent in the judiciary, making the executive the judge, jury, and executioner. This law is used by the government to weaponize itself for state-sponsored repression that makes a mockery of the rule of law. It is a law not against terrorists, but a law of error and terror.
Okay, so good luck sa ating
We will be
lahat.
talking about more about the anti-terrorism bill with, of course,
Next
our resident legal consultant.
Okay, so you can also share your opinions, your views bahin hiton nga anti-terror bill. We welcome your expression of your thoughts niyo about this para at least mas maging highly interactive kita.
Okay.
Isang kain ikmat kita nga tanan because things are happening which is parang a prelude to the so-called inevitable. Yung hindi may iwasan. Let's not repeat history again.
Okay, thank you very much mga kasangkayan. It's been a good week for us, but tomorrow it's going to be brown out. it's not going
make
to
the
be
most
good.
of your weekend.
Pag-garden buwas.
And again, stay safe. Stay at home kung posible.
Kung posible.
Kung hindi
Posible.
maiwasan.
Posible. So, thank you very much sa iyong tanan mga kasangkayan.
Stand by
for PIAR with
with
Ma'am Ninfa, of course.
May guest yang
ating sangkay.
Okay, so,
Sir Abner Aclao as it bisita ni ating Ninfa. Thank you very much. God bless.
stay safe.
VW Conversations. It's about people. It's about issues. It's about us. VW Conversations. Usahang katungod, usahang kinahanglanon. Pag-iristorya ita ang kinahanglan pag-iristoryahan. VW Conversations.